morning, good morning. How are you guys doing today? God, this area looks so pretty, man. It really does. And you must be Psychotic Juggalo, Slayer of Gods, Rider of Dragons, Savior of Ishgard, Stealer of Pants. If some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed. I knew it. May I say what an honor and a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, good sir. I just know you and I are gonna get along famously. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. This being your first visit to our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks along the way, if you would be so kind as to follow me. God, I don't know why I wake up with my nose all plugged and runny like every day. Need to go get that looked at. That's what I need to do. And figure out what the crap is going on. God, man, the city is so beautiful. It really is, man. Like, it's crazy. Wait a minute. No way. Okay, no, it's not. I was just making sure, because if you are a Final Fantasy fan, and you're like a fan of the actual series, you know exactly who that is. Like, if you see that name as a Final Fantasy fan, you know exactly whose name that is. But that's not who it was. I was about to lose my shit for a second, man. I was about to say, don't tell me they put Waka in here, man. Waka was my homie growing up. God, this is so pretty, man. Everyone, if I could have your attention, you are now standing in Tenkanto. Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the Aetherite which stands over yonder. The design is marked differently from those of Charlie, and yet I trust this function is identical? Oh, it does look different. A diplomat and a scholar. Well, wonders never cease. Far Eastern Aetherite technologies have a long and storied tradition. I assure you, this particular example was constructed by the Oni Shushu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with the utmost secrecy. In short, you will find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts. A tune, if you like. Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the Aetherite. Come, come, let us move along. The markets are next. The missing gloves and jewelry. I probably should have put this gear on forever ago. I really like the look of my other gear, so I just haven't put this on, haven't worn it yet. God, man. Tune to this one here. Kugane Dori Markets. We have arrived at the largest shopping district in Kugane, the Kugane Dori. Kugane, as you are doubtless unaware, is an ancient Hingan word for gold. So in this prosperous port where golden fortunes are made, lesser fortunes, or kogane, are earned by the local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. Now you're beginning to speak my language. Yeah, money. Oh, a kindred spirit. What a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of a hard-won coin. They're like, yeah, money! Money! Hancock of the East Eldonard Trading Company? Why, if it isn't Master Kaiten. Pray allow me to introduce to you my esteemed guest, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kogane Dori. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Kaiten of the Hakuchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Eorzean Gil are welcome here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure. First comment of the day is a freaking bot, man. Arms, armor, foodstuffs, potables. Here you will find all of them and more. Yeah, that's what I figured. They don't. Yeah, I don't have like anything I can even use here, man. But fatality critical hit. Where did I see the market board? There it is. There's the market board. I can't believe I just spent that much money. If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to the Ijin Gai, the district in which Ijin, or foreigners, are permitted to reside. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Garland cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations after all, such spats being strictly forbidden. The Seki Segumi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation, though to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot. What? Cut down then and there? You're joking, right? Would that I were, but alas, these samurai are a humorous lot. Why, I recall one instance when a foreign merchant in his cups dared lay hands upon a Hengen aristocrat in front of a Sekisagumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. I don't even want to think about that. So as you see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you with yourselves, in the manner of late Toleji et Alegi. Toleji? Oh, how I amuse myself, but we must carry on. I have yet to show you on the Garlean consulate. Wait a minute. Is Teleji the guy that Rauban, like, went after? Is that who that is, or is that a different guy? Dude, this area is gorgeous, bro. I can't get over it. So this here is where, like, we would be staying at, pretty much. That's probably the Empire Embassy, I bet you. I'm willing to bet any money. This, as you may surmise, is a consulate of you-know-who. Mark the guards at night. Are their uniforms not different from those you have seen in the West? Were you to travel far and wide, you would find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which goes to show that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without an artisan. There is oh so much more that I could speak of. The soothing waters of the onsen, the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district, but you are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. The pleasure district? What? Let us retire to the company offices. Alright, did I tune to this one already? Yeah, I did, okay. At long last, we arrive at our destination. May I present to you our humble offices? We have much to discuss, so I will refrain from further prattle. Come, right this way.
Our thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Wow, this area is so beautiful, man.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which will leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify then.
How's your day going, guys?
The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Auri Shinobi and the Rug...
Are you sure?
Damn it, I accidentally clicked.
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map.
Sure sounds that way, doesn't it, buddy?
We are here in Kugani, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy. Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
It's like a power struggle right now between the Confederacy and the Empire. Pretty much.
No wonder they struggle to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
And that I know.
I'm told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Though I am reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamegan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. Oh, looks like you got a headset on. You gamer, huh? It's awesome, heck yeah. I feel like I recognize that face. No. Anyways, welcome. Ooh, I get a present. Okay. It says Alphino is a man with a plan. Let's see what his plan is. Oh, no. It would seem inefficient for us to venture out together in search of information on Yugiri and Gosetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed. We need to cast our net wider, split up and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we're to coordinate our efforts effectively, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed, Tataru would seem best suited for the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. Alice and I will take those in the southern districts of the city, and the two of you can take those in the north. In anticipation of just such an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing some few sketches of Yujiri and Gosetsu during our voyage. By now, everybody should know what they look like. Wow! Jeez, Elfino. Yeah, at least you're right. Wow, your Stola warned me that you were a bit of an artist, but these are great. They'll definitely come in handy. Yeah, great job, Elfino. Good job, little man. Looks like it's you and me, Psychotic. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. Let's do it, girly. I like that. I like the armor I have on right now. The way that I got the wings on my head. Looks pretty cool. Wow, Alpino's sketches are so, I don't know how to put it, but they're very, well, see for yourself. You may view Alpino's sketches at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. I don't need to do that. They're actually gonna make me look at it though? Oh, gosh. Might as well put it down here. It looks more like them than they do. Honestly, he could make a living doing this. Sorry. No time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku at the Onsen? That was it. She don't even know what to call it. God, man, but yeah, dude, this city is gorgeous, dude. Absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at the size of those hand-carved stone walls. Like, come on, man. This is the castle, isn't it? The Kugane Castle. Yeah, we can't even go that way if we wanted to. They wouldn't even let us. But God, man, it just looks so good. Like, hang on, I'm gonna use my sprint and get up here to the top and try to look down towards, like, the river area to see if I can't get, like, a really good screenshot or something like that of the area. Hokushin is that guy's name. Yeah, man, look at this. This is beautiful. I feel like I gotta find a better angle though. Okay, there we go. A good screenshot. I've been taking a lot of screenshots lately. Actually, while we're running around doing all of this, we might as well just go and attune ourselves to these aetheryte crystals over here. Dream of Shirogane. I don't know what that means. We're about to find out. I wonder if this is a quest that unlocks one of the classes. No. I know we have the Lev quests here. God, man, it's so pretty. Dude, I bet you, like, when the game turns to nighttime, I bet you it makes this area look so gorgeous at nighttime, bro. Just like when I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn there for a little bit, and, we were in, like, the main city there in that game, too. That game's main city looked gorgeous, too. And this is just one of the main cities, though. Like, this isn't even the main city. It's just one of them. Bocairo Inn is the name of that place. Oh, they're actually in the inn. Okay. Oraku. Come one, come all. Burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes. There is naught that the mystical waters of the Bokaisen hot springs cannot heal. Oh, what is that in your hand? Starting to wake up a little bit now. My voice isn't so deep and raspy like this, like I just woke up out of bed. You know, my voice is a little more pepping up a little bit. You seek this Aura and this Rogaden? 1,000 apologies, but I cannot help you. It is against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons past or present. Please, we came all the way from Eorzea to find our friends. He ain't gonna break his rules. We have our reputation to consider, miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honored their wishes. Only the Sekai Sagumi may demand otherwise. I am sorry, but there is naught I can do. I really don't think I'm saying those names right. But I really hope I am. I suppose we'll just have to ask someone else then. What about that woman who runs the hostelry? Kotokaze, was it? God, I look so good. I just think it's weird that the wings, like, actually move on the helmet. When I walk and stuff, they move. I just think that's weird. No new letters? Okay. Actually, I could probably just teleport over there. Welcome, traveler. Can I interest you in some rice wine? Exceptional quality, delivered but the other day. No, but you can tell us where the hell our friends are. Starting to think you guys kidnapped them or something. Weirdos. Ah, an Ore Shinobi and a Rogaden Samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with some few of mine own. If I speak of that which you know, Ijin, be not offended. You are familiar with the situation in the lands across the Ruby Sea? The doomed rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet? I see, and you are familiar with the ways of the Hingashi? How we elect to stand apart and support no cause but our own? Indifferent and callous, some may call us, but pragmatism is essential if a humble island nation such as ours is to survive. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical. And so Kugane is open to Ijin, and we are equally hospitable to all. Or, if I must speak more plainly, yes, I can help you, but if I do, I must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Are you willing to accept this fair and equitable treatment? Well, yeah, of course. If anyone comes looking for us, tell them whatever you like. As you wish. The two individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I will provide you with the names of the captains if you like. What a helpful lady. You've been a great help, Mistress Kodakaze. I'll be sure to come back after that. Come back for that wine sometime. We would welcome your custom, miss. We should question these captains as soon as we can. You take the first 3 and I'll take the rest. And we'll meet up here when we finished, alright? Good luck. Alright, let's go. I gotta try to stick to my grind as much as I can, because my brother's been grinding the crap out of this game, and I do not feel like falling behind anytime soon. Oh man, this is the screenshot picture right here. This is the screenshot picture right here. I've taken so many screenshots in this game, man. Yes, a Rogadan gentleman did approach me. He wanted to charter a ship to take him across the Ruby Sea, the mad devil. I sent him away. I didn't read the rest. Sometimes I'll just skip through these little like side interactions here because they're not really that important. But sometimes they are, so sometimes I'll read them. You ask me if I've seen this Uri woman in this Rogadan samurai? The woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. He was for Doma, but I could not help him. We travel solely between here and Ratsatan. It would be an unreasonable detour. Yeah, which means the last guy is either gonna be down here or no, he's gonna be upstairs. He's gonna be right up there. I thought so. I thought he was gonna be up there. Nice, somebody's following me on Twitter now. Doesn't happen very often. Sometimes, like, I really wish my Twitter was more active, man. Like, I gotta figure out a way to start getting my social medias, like, moving more. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta get them up and going. Passengers? No, we no longer offer that service. Too much trouble. No, we only transport goods. I told this to the samurai and sent him on his way. The women? Pah. If it is women you seek, the pleasure houses have plenty. I knew it. The pleasure houses are like brothels. I knew it. Oh, all you horn dogs. God, man, this place is so... I can't get over how pretty this area is, dude. Like, wow! I thought Ishgard looked good, man. Holy crap. Look at that, you can actually see boats moving in the distance. Like it's actually moving. Oh, dude. So much attention to detail, it's insane, bro. How did it... Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. Oh, crap. I didn't even get to see what it was. Wait, did it really give me the... Is that really what it gave me? Was a picture of them? That was my reward? Is a picture of them? What am I gonna do with that? Well, I suppose we might as well head back to... Wait, I've just remembered. There was someone on my list I forgot to visit. Kyoto. He's a Namazu fisherman, whatever that means, and a regular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around. Oh, yeah, there he is. What? Why do you stare? You have business with me? By the 12, a talking fish. Yes, yes, a talking fish. How very observant of you, Ijin. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in the proper manner. Sorry, I've never met a... Let's start again. You're Gyoto, right? My name is Lise, and this is Psychotic. We're looking for some friends of ours. I see, I see. Both these ones I know well. I helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. Really? That's wonderful. Could you do the same for us? Yes, yes, this would not be a problem. For you, I could charter a ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? I'm talking to the sides of the 7th Dawn, bro. We got money. I didn't think to bring any money, but surely Tatara will let us take whatever we need from the Scions' coffers, right? We wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Could we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset on the Tasagare Bridge. Do not forget your fare. Bring many gil, yes? It's about time my luck changed. Elfino and the others will be thrilled. Alright, now we gotta go find Elfino and everybody else and let them know what's up. Greetings, honored sir. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yeah. It's the first time actually going into here. Okay, okay. Nice little room. Nice little room. When the heck did that message get put in there? We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Gosetsu and confirmed that he had been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Othard. None, however, made any mention of Lady Yugiri. Yes, it was the same story for us, and then you'll never believe what happened. So this Gyotto claims to have aided both Gosetsu and Yugiri? How fortuitous. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alphino. Stupid's what I'd call it. How can you agree to his price without making any attempt to haggle, or even confirming what it was in the first place? Yes, that too was a misstep on their part, but it is not what troubles me most. Gyotto and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained as scheming moneylenders, ever eager to turn a profit from others' misfortune. Everyone else we questioned stated that Gosetsu was alone. Only Gyotto claims to have met both him and Yugiri. I suppose it's just possible that Gosetsu made inquiries by himself and only called upon Yugiri once he had found a willing captain. But it is equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugane with agendas which may run contrary to your own. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. And what better way to do so than by delivering her the heads of foreign insurgents? Fine, you may be right about him, but if Gyotto's working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Gosetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are, and if he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyway, if he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will we? But if he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner and punch him till he tells us the truth. So, if it's a trap, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. I like the way you think. Very well, we should prepare for the worst. Tataru will remain here, and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance. Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all costs. Even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you, the Sekisagumi will not hesitate to clap you in irons or cut you down. If anything untoward should happen, you are to return here at once. Is that clear? To review, Lee Psychotic and I will meet with Gyotto as planned. Alphino will keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support in the likely event that Gyotto attempts to betray us to the Imperials or whomever else. Should that happen, you and Lise will subdue him, and together we will make our escape. As our actions will surely draw the attention of the Sekisagumi, we will evade them with Alphino's assistance and return here with our prisoner. Does that meet with everyone's approval? Of course, these precautions will be for naught if Gyotto does not play us for fools, but we shall see to the bridge. Okay, there it is. Go to the hostelry again. All these bots commenting in my chat. Stop it. Oh, it's dark. It's dark outside now. I'm telling you, this city. Yeah, bro. Yeah. This looks gorgeous at fucking nighttime. Like, look at that. That is beautiful. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Our would-be ally is nowhere to be seen. Make ready, psychotic. Something smells fishy.
He's late.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
The ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes, yes. Long before was it pledged to another. To me. These ones are for Doma.
Darlian Empire.
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
Nothing personal, yes, yes. Just business.
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse.
Ah!
Come on, let's find a way out of here.
Let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. About to mess you up, homeboys. You don't even know.
Of all the bloody places. Of all the blood.
Yeah, they didn't even stand a chance, man. As expected, the Sekisagumi have caught our scent. Since fighting them is out of the question, we'll have to wind our way back to the Ruby Bazaar, evading their patrols as we go. If they find you, use these smoke bombs to make your escape. Use the smoke bombs to evade the patrols, but be warned that attacking the Sekisagumi will result in failure. Shit. Alright, bro, lead us to safety. Thank the 12 you made it. I feared our Kojin friend might not have found you in time. Everything is going to be alright, trust me. Guy really is a giant talking turtle.
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Korjin. We seek 4 foreigners. One, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
For foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time, I should think. You are of the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
Do you know? What's your motivation for helping 4 random foreigners that, like, you've never met before? What's this guy's motivation? Unless he works for this guy, which would make sense.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gosetsu.
Well done, you. When I saw the Seki Segumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
Dude is a beast, bro. He looks ripped.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisegumi to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure. I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
An opportunity?
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir. Ah, yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
What a coincidence. Of course you have a ship we can use.
Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
And you mine.
Why wouldn't he have an entire ship that he's just gonna lend to strangers? I mean, I'm still annoyed he tried to deceive us, but at least we prepared for it. Even so, next time we should probably try to avoid running around Kugane in the middle of the night with half the city guards snapping at our heels. Right then, Kyoto should be coming around soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? I'm finally starting to get over 100,000 XP per quest now. Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boot. No, 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 no more boots. All my secrets are yours for the asking. Tell us what you know about Yugiri and Gosetsu, every last detail. And if I find out later that you lied to me... No, no, no more lies. The clear, unvarnished truth. You have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, yes, only him. He asked for a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. You mean you led him into a trap as you did us, because you are an Imperial spy? No, I am no spy. It was just business. Fewer ships pass through Kugane these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So when the Garleans offered a bounty for any domans found in Kugane... Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy, so what happened to the samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. He would not go quietly, no. Blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Sekisegumi came. They took the samurai away. Oh no. Hold on a minute. You mean to tell me the Ijin they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had I but known, if he is in the custody of the Sekisegumi, I need only see to it that the requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands and your friends will walk free. All this time. As it is in Ul'dah, so it is in Kugane. But given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make a pragmatist of you yet, Master Elfino. You are free to wait here while I speak with the relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lee Psychotic and I joined you. Alright, but what about Gyoto? I will keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with Gosetsu. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Soroban, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. As you wish. Everything is in order? Then let us be off. The Sekisegumi barracks are to the north. I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? You said it wouldn't take long, right? Because it feels a bit long to me. Calm down, Lise. Everything is going to be alright. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned of the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it, right, Psychotic? Right, everything's fine, probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as the last time we stood around waiting for something to happen. So you think? Could always be as bad, or worse.
How about you?
Was that? That was Gosetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
He's training
Victory
people.
to the samurai!
How many is that now? 10 in a row?
Gazetsu!
Oh, this is a surprise. What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisugumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one.
It's funny.
And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Ah, and we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
Yeah, they do have a materia master here. I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There is no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? It just so happens we have found a willing captain. Truly, what fortune. We will tell you all about it back at the company offices. Alphino and Tataru are waiting for us there. Where's Yugiri? Like, we still haven't figured that out yet. Where is she at? Gosetsu, thank the 12 you are unharmed. As you can see, Master Alphino, I am the very picture of health. You, vile fiend, malevolent trickster. How kind the Kame are to grant me vengeance so soon, but first I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly I would return to you your coin had it not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. Setting that matter aside for a moment, where is Lady Yugiri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, aye, but we parted ways some while ago, the better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hyen. Lord Hyan. Forgive me, I've yet to explain. Lord Hyan is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. His was a passionate voice for the cause of Doman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it grew only louder. So you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army into your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th, we had no chance. Once Lord Hyan understood this, he bade Ugiri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight, that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war, and then one day in a fierce battle we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him I would need Ugiri's aid. The situation grows more perilous by the day, for the new Viceroy, Yotsuyu, is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There is naught she would do to further her pursuit of Lord Hyan. Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow the Imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Othard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yangzia, where we shall all be reunited with Ugiri. Mayhap not all. Alphino's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed his intelligence. There is a Garlean embassy just down the road, after all. Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. I should be glad to accompany you all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak? Come on now, brother. A competent commander assigns his soldiers to tasks best suited to them, as you of all people should know, and you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. For we all must serve, each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. He's like, damn it. Soroban is waiting for us at the pier. Have fun, you lot. Let's get it, bro. Alright, we gotta get back to the hostelry. I've been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed and my ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? Actually, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real fast before we take this boat. Give me 1 second, guys. It's gotta run and go pee. And then we're gonna go to the next area. And you're fired. Oh man, he just Superman punched the shit out of Paul Heyman. That was great. That was great. Dude, why do these people have to comment these freaking robot things, man? Like, get out of my chat with your freaking robotic link things, man. I don't want to see it. After you, my shelled friend. If you insist, with me, everyone. The Ruby Sea awaits. Let's go! Come on! Oh, after that chicka-chicka, I'm not so sure this is your wallet. Oh no, I chicka-chicka too soon. Family Guy. Here we go. Going to another new area. Doma. Oh no. Time to fight. Let's do it. Come on!
I remember the water. How it turned crimson in the morning sun.
Wow, what is that? That thing is huge. There she is. Lise stepping in a Doma. God, this place is pretty looking too.
A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
I still want to know what that gigantic thing is there. Looks like a giant tower, just a bunch of rocks laid together. It's kind of what it looks like. Right? Like, it looks like it's just a bunch of rocks laid together. That goes like, oh my god, look how tall that thing is. Holy crap, holy. Thing is huge. Are those giant mushrooms? Is that what that is? They look like giant mushrooms. And a building in the water? Okay. How wide and beautiful she is, the Ruby Sea, filled with promise and adventure and treasures. How many wonderful treasures. Now, in order to reach the shores of Othard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To set forth without making the necessary preparations is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel and your life should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by paying the Ruby Tithe, thereby earning you the blessing of the Pirate Lords. So, let us go and greet them, our destination in the Isle to the west. That doesn't look very far to me. Psychotic, why don't we jump in and swim it? I've had my fill of boats. An excellent idea. I think you shall find the water to your liking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the Isle. Wait a minute. Am I really about to jump in and swim? Look at her. Look at her all the way out there. Let's go, Chicky Poo. Hiya! Swimming! Let's go super fast. Super fast swim mode. Ha-chicka-chicka! Right, this should be easy. And a good way to loosen up before the next fight whenever it comes. 20 gil says I beat you there. Well, let's go, chick. That's not fair. You disappeared, you cheater. I knew it. There is... $89 to the northeast, so yeah, it's gotta be up here somewhere, son. Yeah, there it is. Alright, back to the waters with our friends. That's a level 70. That's a rare spawn right there. Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The one with whom we must speak is named Tansui. I fear you have the advantage of me. What? Most honorable and esteemed psychotic juggalo, I am Tansui, a humble mate who serves at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. As you are in the company of the Shellback, I presume we have business to discuss. You wish to pay the ruby type, yes? With your gil, perhaps? It is just as well. Foreign currencies are in demand these days. I would pay for their passage to Othard. Does this sum meet with your satisfaction? The sea has been quite tempestuous lately. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely unless you tripled it. Do you take me for a fool? I know the price, as do all. Alas, we live in interesting times. As you came from Kugane, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and cautious shirk our waters and our custom, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation. Meaning? Sir, you've got to come quickly. The bastards are at it again. I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I will be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would not hear men name me a cat before Koban, so I shall consider their tithe paid, not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do. I'm not sure what to make of that, man, but at least the matter of our tithe is settled for now. Let's go. What was that he and the other pirate were talking about? Maybe we ought to go and have a look. Soroban's like, come on, why don't we just leave? Like, like, let's go, bro. Leave them to their own, like, their own devices. Let's just get out of here. I agree, Soroban. I think we should just leave, bro. 100%. But we won't. Instead, we're gonna go be nosy and see what's going on over here. 841 to the northeast. So there's actually an aetheryte all the way out there in the water. There's a floating shark. It's not even in the water. It's flying. Oh, there's a couple of them. What level are you? Level 62 flying shark. Well, that makes sense, I guess. He's a flying shark. Oh, I bet you that's what they're talking about, the people up there on the boat. You better leave me alone, you weird looking lava crabs. They look pretty cool though, to be honest.
Gentlemen, I'm told you are most unreceptive to my associate's request. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Gallian Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
Yeah, that boat is not making it to port.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent. If we take it...
God damn it, I didn't even...
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own. Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
What are we waiting for? Come, come. Soroban cannot have gone far. Though now that I think on it, it is passing strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Koljian brethren? I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless, it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. Alright, Ruby C. Where does this one go? 801 to the northeast. Yeah, 'cause I don't think I fly here right now. But I do move faster on my dragon back than I do walking, so we'll take the dragon. $710 to the northeast. $604 to the northeast. I'm guessing it's gonna be up here somewheres. Oh, 522 to the north. Maybe it's up here then instead. $473 to the north. Yeah, it's gotta be up here instead then. $380 to the northeast. Oh, it's gonna be up top there somewhere, isn't it? I feel it. $138 to the northeast. Yeah, it's gotta be. Oh no, it's right here. Really? Jumping into the water hurt? That's weird. I'm surprised water hurt me. It's really weird. Oh, look at the little fishies. This area is huge, and so much of it is deep water, and it's like, it's gonna be hard to navigate through this area to get all those aether currents, man. Like, it's probably gonna take me forever to find all those currents. Swimming across the water. Oh, my friends, a thousand pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our allegiances as a whole. You understand. Kami be praised. Too often our shell is quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then, now that our business with Tansui is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirateer, I pray you do so now. That reminds me, Psychotic, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less likely we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Oh, you're one of the Ijin from the beach, leaving us already? No need to pay for the tithe like Tansui said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. Nope, I'm good. You have spoken with the Confederates up above then? Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time. All aboard. Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Isari. Wait, Tansui said that the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Isari chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. Here we are. I am reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach. And with this, I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Aye, that you have. You have my deepest thanks, Soroban. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. Oh, you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best and hope that we shall meet again. So we finally arrived in Othard. All we need to do now is, liberate Doma. Ah, yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor, the element of surprise. Unlike in Girabanya, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit. But before all that, we need to see if this fishing village Chansui was talking about. It may well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans, Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Filth and squalor everywhere I look. How very dull. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You're free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Kojin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word.
Gonna have him kill the boy.
Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of...
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
Gosatsu's gonna lose it. We will show them no mercy. Let's go right now.
Stop and think for a moment. If you go charging in now, every one of those villagers is as good as dead.
You fucking pansy.
We must consider
You
the one
pansy.
factor. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself as a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive. They will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you, Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
Damn, bro. Gosetsu just went and turned himself in. Oh, we gotta save him. I hate it as much as you, maybe even more. Every fiber of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Gosetsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower, yes? For want of a better idea, I say we do just that, while taking care to avoid the Imperials. Fuck that, let's just go kill them, bro. They can be as, you know, they can be as strong and powerful as they want as like a whole group. But at the end of the day, if we go in there and we take out like that entire group, who's gonna know? Like, they won't even know until it's already too late. You know what I mean? Like, they won't even know what's going on. From what I understand, a lot of this area, from what my buddy was telling me, a lot of these areas here, a lot of them are like water. Like a lot of water. Okay, so he literally just sailed us to the other side. Okay. So I should be able to hit that probably on Okoro. Wait, what the hell is that giant thing? Gyuki? Thing's pretty weird looking. We seem to have evaded their patrol so far. That's the giant tower. What is that tower anyway? I've never seen anything like it. According to my map, we are on Onokoro, and the tower is known as Heaven on High, a mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh gods, listen to me, I'm starting to sound like Alphino. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already aware. Over there, do you see it? Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Calm down, we had nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Time to run, Lise. We save our strength for any that give chase. You too, Psychotic. So am I really running away? Oh no, I just gotta defeat him. That's it, 450 to the east. What a good hiding place for this thing. I would have never, if I didn't have my compass, I never would have found this thing. Never would have even known it was there if I didn't have my compass. Alright, let me go attune to this. We'll go back and turn the quest in. Yeah, 1143 to the southwest. It's about what I figured. So then it's like all the way down in here. It's probably down in this island somewhere, as I'm guessing. Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise, what a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You'd have to, sharing an island with these things. Now all we need to do is convince them to help us. That thing is huge. Oh, there's a settlement here, and they've even got their own aetheryte. Wait a minute, I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tansui, which means this place belongs to... Oh. It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement, mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So Gosetsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor, the self-same Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlikely to ask us for the tithe. What wind brings you hither, of all places? Were you not bound for Otherd's shores? I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject, no? Then what do you want? A second opinion? Very well. Come with me, I will take you to the Captain Rasho. Just like that, an audience with their leader? How very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. You leave it to me, I've always been good with people, and this will also give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Revenant's Toll. Greetings, you must be Ratio, the leader of the Confederacy, and so on. I realize that this is all a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favor to ask. Oh gods, I've probably broken half a dozen rules of Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand that we're in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now. Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. Gosetsu, a former leader of the rebellion. I know of him. Why he bade you petition us for aid and succor, however, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When Doma was invaded by the Empire 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces out of Isari? The Garleans have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes? With guile and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves. It is imperative that our presence here remains secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we've come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight, not why we should fight in your stead. If you would speak to me of lives saved, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost and the Garleans declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford, and you are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid. Thank you for your hospitality, if you would excuse us. It's just a waste of our time, bro. Like, that's it. You're just wasting our time. We might as well just leave and go, like, go find somebody, you know, somewhere else to try to get help, because these guys are freaking worthless. Hey, Psychotic, I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Gosetsu told us to come here for a reason. He must have believed we could convince him to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear we're of the same mind. 'Tis little wonder they refuse. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we will know how to earn their trust. A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, most are empty. Taking an interest in the ship? Heck, good eye. She's not much to look at now, but once upon a time she was a beauty. The Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. The larger ones, like this Seki Boon, only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had any of those recently. What with those Imperial bastards throwing their weight around? If it wasn't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change, eh? But we can change it. We just need you to help us, you lazy bastards. You lazy bastards. The arms and men there have been piled up haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use or maintenance. Had a good look around? Then we need to just wait for Lise. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tansui said, they have no intention of standing up to Yotsuyu. I don't know if you two got a different impression. I agree, it's obvious that they are struggling to survive and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later, and deep down they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them that we're not all talk, that we can be valuable allies in the fight. And what better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expert assistance? Wouldn't be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with this and that, and you know it won't be the last. I'll look around the western end of Onokoro. You take the east. Good luck. Tommy, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? Go first to Alcumo below and receive of him medicine for the men of the earth. Then to Quickscape Pier and the hapless Domin bemoaning his wretched fate quickly. Come at the behest of Afumi for medicine, my very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this doman unable to stomach the sea. A true Confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. Why does the ship stutter and still? Medicines, give them here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the worst stable and motionless once more. Hate it when these bots do this, bro. Stop commenting them stupid things, man. There's gotta be something that I can download or something that like helps to like automatically get rid of those things, because this is ridiculous, man. You there, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an Aura, a new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Onokoru? He is late in returning. A strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better that than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. So let me get this right. You want me to go find your soldier. Okay. Got you, bruh. Bruh! You cast about for the Confederate recruit, but see no one matching his description. No one matching his description. He may be out around the back here hiding out or something. No? Well, where the crap is this guy, man? Hiding behind the rocks. Get your ass over here. What are you doing? Who are you? You do not look like a man of the Confederacy. I'm not. Forgive me, 'twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worried that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out till the current claimed it, for the sea is our home, and now and forever. But those sent thither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it is said. Out of concern for her comrades, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended, and her vessel has not returned to Onokoru. She has made peace with this life and placed her faith in us to live on. Alright, so I'm probably just gonna head this way, so I can go down and get this other one done. And then I'll probably just teleport back to the main village when I'm done. Actually, wait, is there anything around here? 885 to the southwest. No, it's gonna be down in here somewhere. So yeah, we'll just teleport back for now. I mean, I could always come back with my buddy Alex one day or something, and because he's got like everything unlocked to be able to fly around and stuff. So if I have to, I could always just come back with him one day and have him fly me around on the back of his dragon or something, and we can go around and get everything done. You've been away for some time, perhaps in search of a young Gyuki corpse? I see I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Would that I could have tended to my own kill, but such is life. A pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Gyuki as game, but as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows, too, must be reused when possible. A prudent measure became necessary, alas. With every passing day, our future grows more and more uncertain. But this day we shall have full bellies, and in that we must take solace. Oh, and wayward travelers need not risk the ire of vengeful Gyoki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. So what of my recruit? Did you find him napping on the beach or some such? What? All this time he was standing watch for the funerary vessel? Huh. So rarely does he give voice to his thoughts. I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Nice. I can accept the next job class. Ooh, I unlocked a new action 2 Delirium. What does that do? Right here. Grants 3 stacks of Delirium, each stack allowing the execution of Quietus or Blood Spiller without black blood cost. Restoring MP when landing either weapon skill. So I could use this ability and be able to use these abilities without taking the blood. That's gonna be nice. That's gonna be really, really nice. Creates a barrier around the target that absorbs damage totaling 25% of the target's max health. Grants dark arts when barriers completely absorb dark arts effects. Consume dark arts instead of MP to execute Edge of Darkness and Flood of Darkness. Deals unaspected damage with a potency of 100 to nearby enemies. Okay, so I finally have something. Once I hit level 72, I'll finally have an ability that I can combo together with my AoE ability. That's gonna be nice. So it seems like all of my best abilities and like combos and stack abilities and stuff, like I'm about to start unlocking all of that here pretty soon. The Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he wakes to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain, too, was once of Doma, though he cast all aside 25 years ago, when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you too will renounce your ties and join us someday? Aye, I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Tansui unfold it all. Think on my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. Alright, so now I gotta come back down this way. You've been busy, haven't you? And now you're here to ask if I need help with anything? Heh, now that you mention it. Lately we've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Damnedest thing. I know, but you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it. We've got to call the thieving bastards regularly. So happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of those rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe see if you can't find the other group. They've been away longer than I like. Yeah, dude, that delirium skill is super nice. It pretty much makes it so that I can use Blood Spiller 3 different times without actually having to, like, waste any of my stuff for it. Which is really, really nice. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's super nice, dude. I just took out like almost half of that, dude. Almost half of the shark's health with those abilities because I was able to use it 3 different times. That's so nice. Oh, Kami be praised. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Damn, before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader asked us if we were Domin. They're Yotsuyu's catchers, I know it. First Isari and now this. I've got to tell Ratio and the others. Might as well just teleport back there. Ah, there you are, Psychotic. I heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast culling, though I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate at a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I am told. I should like to think we have proven ourselves to be rather... Why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? Because I do. Kojin mercenaries rounded up Doman Confederates? Surely Yotsuyu has crossed the line now. We must go and speak with Reisho immediately. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least I should like to think that he cannot. Oh, that last comment there makes me think he's still not going to want to do anything about this.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds, we owe you many thanks.
Yeah, you sure do.
But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path.
Gotta be kidding me, bro.
Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
Of course I trust you, Alice. Do we even need to ask? Come on, let's go. Let's do this. What do you got? What are you saying? What are you thinking?
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
We're gonna go rescue them ourselves.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Doma, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade and freed Asari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
You have no idea what we're capable of, bro. You have no idea who you're... Do you know who I am?
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on his own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Asari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
So let's do it. Let's go, guys. Come on! Let's do it. Woo! Oh, God. We're gonna have to go to a dungeon now. I feel it. Not yet? Wow. So, alone you will deal with the Kojin. Or Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Beko. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting over long for your sign. Right then, let us head for... Wait, where's Lise? She cannot leave without her. Well, we cannot leave without her. Wait, what's this? Holding double booty. It's probably another quest for Aether Current. Yeah. $45, $32. $47 vitality, $45. Pretty much the same. I'm not worried about doing all of that right now, though. Oh, it's a guy scrubbing the boat. At first, I'm like, what the hell is going on over there? Psychotic? What is it? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promises? No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hoped I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? Lise, you... Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. And we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first traveled to Girabanya, I was in Limsa Lominsa visiting a friend. A young child who had been through a great deal. That's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a patisserie, which told me some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I had ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, but to be honest, but nevertheless, I decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when this is all over. Psychotic too, and I won't take no for an answer. What about your Stola? We'd never hear the end of it. You can come too, everybody. Alright, your Stola too, once she's better. Deal? Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. Sure do. I'm gonna have to swim all the way over there. Because there's no aetheryte crystal for me to attune to. There's gotta be a way for me to get under the water to get down there. There's gotta be. Because it's not above me, it's underneath me. And from what I've been told, it's like an underground thing. Yeah, he did say something about there's supposed to be a cave. There it is. So I'm thinking that this cave is how we're supposed to get to the underwater area. We gotta figure out how to get through those guys to get to it though, first. I think this is the Isle of Becco, though to be honest, it looks the same to me as however many other islands around here. Ratio said there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. Is it not this cave? Oh, it is this cave. I thought so. Whoa! That was pretty cool. Can't even lie, that was pretty dope looking.
Is that light I see up ahead?
Wow.
We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
That's so crazy.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
Underwater city looks super pretty. Yeah, this looks so cool. It's not the biggest area in the world, but it's cool looking. How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone here can help us, it's him. So tell me, my friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunshin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. to the bathroom again real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright. See what Bunchin has to say. I knew it was going to be a cutscene, that's why I went to the bathroom first.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
What a weird way to say it.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
I'm actually gonna go grab a soda real quick. My cat, man. She cracks me up sometimes. She kept like staring at me and meowing at me like she wanted to come into the room, but wouldn't come into the room.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it.
Awesome.
All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin. Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
We'll go
Aye,
until
aye.
10, about another 10 or 12
Army
minutes.
will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our red brothers live by the sword, we blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the red falls unjustly upon the blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Okay, what kind of bargain you
Well
talking
said,
about,
Elder.
buddy?
In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Yeah, what do we gotta do, guys? Tell me, what do I gotta do?
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure, the Yasakani no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of the Hingashi until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though this succeeded, in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. Do you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours? I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, drowning? Fear not. There is a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. But first, you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested unkiyu carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I will see to the shells, and Lise can look for the coral psychotic. Would you go and find the unkiyu and relieve it of its carapace? Sure, why not? Now I get to take the cool water thing that shoots me way up in the air. Woohoo! Ah! Woo! Awesome. But I just did. Why did it not count? Time to go deliver it to Soroban. And that's how you do that without taking damage. Well, a little bit of damage, but not so much. Well, have you the Unkiyu Carapace? I sure do, bro. Here you go. How splendid they are. The Kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And I got the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have met yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we must make ready to go present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasakani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Ha ha ha, surely you will realize we have been searching this whole time? The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already have we scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. The shellless of Sui no Sato can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Rayan have been here as long as I can remember. Chiosai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. Alright, so I don't want to start this just yet, because I know that when I go to start this, it's going to create like this whole starting thing. And I was planning on getting off at about 10 o'clock anyways, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead, we'll back out for now. We went from, in the last, like, 2 days, we went from level 62 up to level 68, so we are getting there, like, we're getting close and figuring out what is going on with everything. So, yeah, I mean, if there's anybody that sees this after the stream has already ended, and you like what you see, go right ahead and smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. We hit our goal of 10 likes twice last week, so I would like to try to stretch and try to hit 15 likes on one of my pieces of content this week. I work today, but then I do have tomorrow and the next day off. So we're going to be doing a lot of Final Fantasy and probably some Fortnite, maybe a little bit of zombies if I can get it to run properly. Worst come to worst, I can always just do Black Ops 3 zombies on the streams and then just do recorded videos of Cold War if I absolutely have to. I might be live again tonight after work for a few hours. I'm not exactly sure. So if you want to be notified the next time I go live or the next time I post any content videos, all you gotta do is just hit that red subscribe button, ring the notification bell that's next to it, and make sure it's set to receive all notifications from my channel. That way you guys never miss any of the content that I post, any of the YouTube shorts explaining what time I'll be going live that day, and you'll never miss any of the streams as long as you guys are subbed with those notifications turned on. And also, if anybody would like to join my Discord server, if you check in the description of this streaming video, all you have to do is you see at the bottom of the description, there should be a little link there. You can click on the link and it should bring you right to the invitation to my Discord server, the Psychotic Army. It's just a place for everybody to hang out, you know, get tips on games you're playing through, give tips on games other people are playing through. You know, party up to play Final Fantasy or Fortnite or New World or Rocket League or Minecraft, whatever it is that you play. You know, you guys can party up in there. I even have a special channel in the server specifically set aside for like pet photos, pet videos, you know, stuff like that, where people can just go hang out and, you know, show pictures of their pets and stuff like that. It's just a chill place to hang out. So again, the link in the description down below. And I will welcome you personally to the Discord server. I'm trying to grow the Discord. I'm trying to grow my social medias. So if any of you guys also want to be able to follow me on TikTok or Twitter, all you have to do is just take my name from YouTube, copy and paste it to TikTok or to Twitter, and you should be able to find me. Send me a follow, send me an invite, and I always follow back, you know, all of that. So yeah, with that being said, again, I'm either going to be live tonight for a couple hours or I'll be live again tomorrow morning. It'll be later on in the morning because I don't have to work, so I can sleep in a little bit. But yeah, so until tonight, around 11 p.m. if I do go live, or tomorrow morning, late morning, this is Psychotic.